Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've paid attention, you know I like fast cars, I love boats, and I love food. I'm going to make one of my favorite dishes for you tonight, pig fingers and mac and cheese. Let's get into it. Starting out on this dish, we're going to work on some chorizo from a local carnicera. Love these Mexican groceries and their homemade chorizo. This is good stuff. So we're going to get this guy started. What we're going to do is we're going to cook him just a little bit, and then we're going to take that casing off of it and continue cooking it. Okay, so we've got this piece thawing a little bit, so now we're going to split that casing off with a knife and roll it off with a fork, and then break it down, continue cooking it, and then we'll work on with the rest of the dish. Now I'll throw this casing away. So over here we've got the boneless country ribs. This is what I call a pig finger. Love this cut of meat. They cut it down real good, cut the bones out, and this is able to cook real easy. So we're going to season it up, and then we'll get it started cooking. We're going to cook it in a grill pan. This is my special season that I make up for this, and so we're going to generously coat this good with it. That's right, looking good. Now we're going to flip it. We flipped it over. We're going to continue seasoning. Alright, that looks like a good coating. Next, we'll put a little oil in this grill pan to prevent it from sticking and help this cook along. So I like to take extra virgin olive oil, and we'll just put a little bit on here like this. Try to get those ridges where they don't stick quite so much. We're going to heat it up over a medium heat. We'll get that pan preheated. While we're waiting on this to preheat, we're going to go ahead and start that pasta water. Get that stuff headed toward a boil. Okay, here we go. Now our olive oil is beginning to settle in there, so we can tell that it is getting some heat to it. So now we will work in those pig finger. Alright, we've got the pig fingers in the pan. Now we just let the heat do its thing. While we're letting these pig fingers cook, we're going to come over here and we're going to continue busting up this chorizo. I like to get this down into a pretty well granular form so that it spreads throughout the mac and cheese and flavors up the whole dish. As we're waiting on the chorizo and the pig fingers to come to temperature, I'd like to tell you about, I like to put these sweet banana peppers that I grow right here on site. I like to put these in there near the end of the cooking here. I love the smell and the flavor that these bring. They're not too hot, and they work great as just a side garnish. You can just take a bite of it, and it's got some fantastic pepper flavor, but without the searing heat. It's not going to burn you up. Alright, so I'm going to change places with the mac and cheese and the pig fingers. Sorry about that fan noise. We got that oil just a little bit hot. Now we have moved the pig fingers to the back eye, which is a little bit smaller. We're going to really put the heat to this pasta water because we need to get it boiling. These will be done fairly soon. We're gonna put the heat to them, flip them a few times. We got that first flip on those pig fingers. I love the lines that the cast iron grill pan lays on there. Looking good. As you can see, we're probably a quarter to a third of the way done over here. We're gonna knock this chorizo around a little bit. Again, we try to break it up, cook it down, break it up, get it down into the smaller pieces so it'll flavor up the whole pan of mac and cheese. Got that chorizo looking good. Breaking it down there. Oh yeah, that's the way we like it. Man, I don't know if you know this, but pork pretty much has got to have a burn on it. If you don't have a little bit of char on pork, you're not doing something right. It just doesn't bring out the flavor. So we're going to get a little more char on this. We're going to stand them up on their sides to get that side area charred up as well. Alright, so we've got these pig fingers standing up on their side to get the side char. We're going to let them work on that side for 4 to 5 minutes, and we're going to flip them over on the other side for 4 to 5 more. And then we'll begin testing with our digital thermometer there. We're going to bring it up to temperature, be sure we got a safe eating temperature. Okay folks, got this plated up, got it looking good. Miss TJ at the Boat Deluxe channel showed up at just the right time. She's known to do that when I'm cooking. She just came back from a wonderful trip to the Biltmore Estate. We're going to sit down, we're going to enjoy this fine meal. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks. Have a good one.